Welcome, everybody, to another preseason matchup here in the SFL. Tonight, we have Atlanta coming off a preseason win last night versus the Houston Headhunters. They're going to be visiting the Los Angeles Vikings here at Full Moon Coliseum. Everybody, welcome in once again. I'm your play-by-play commentator tonight, Damon Seaman, and I have a special guest in the booth with me tonight, my longtime friend and partner in crime, who go way back, probably season 14, 15 or so we started off together. T-Roy Gaines. T-Roy, how you doing, man? And welcome back to the booth.
Hey, there's that old song, Reunited, and it feels so good. Now, I'm glad to be back with you, Damar. It's been season 11, however, when we first started, but I am ready to see these two teams in action. Atlanta, as you mentioned before, already played their first preseason game. They looked real good last night, BDG Hollywood especially, with 4 touchdowns. Hey, they're ready to go across country and take on the Vikings, who are looking forward to bouncing back from last year's season. One way to bounce back is to get off to a good start here in this preseason game. I can't wait to see how both teams look today, Demar.
I absolutely agree with you. It should be a great matchup here tonight. I mean, we got stars among stars here tonight in LA, inside the stadium here. You know, they're all lined up along the field here, and we're about to get ready to get this thing kicked off. Here is the kicker for LA with the ball on the tee, and Sid Olendi kicks it away. And here's the return here. 87 of Atlanta, and he's tackled and brought down at the 24-yard line. This is where Atlanta would take over. Offense for the Atlanta Swarm. Quarterback, Brian Dynasty. They have one halfback, BDG Hollywood, and fullback is Mitchell O'Brien. Receivers, Boo Chisholm, the Hall of Famer, Kyle Fenimore, and Siege Falco. Tight ends, why not Arlett and Phenom Shine. And they have offensive linemen of guard, Sam Falco and Carter Hollywood as well on the offense here for the Atlanta Swarm. Here, Dynasty underneath the center, give it off to Hollywood. It's going to be to Boo Chisholm in the backfield, and we see a wide receiver gets the handoff here. First play of the ball game, and Boo Chisholm picks up 7 yards. That's probably his first carry ever here in the SFL.
And it's one of the great things about our new engine here. Multiple players can line up at multiple positions. We get to see Boo Chisholm get his first carry in the preseason. Maybe we'll see this in the regular season. But right now, the original halfback, the Hall of Famer, is now on the field in his original spot.
BDG Hollywood is a man amongst boys. Here's a handoff here to Hollywood. Hollywood's going to pick up a yard there. Tackled and brought down by 54, Greg Ward of LA. T-Roy, if you can, call out the defense for me when you get a chance.
All right, representing, we got Selden Wayne, Ace Blackwell, Brogan Sprawl, and Gary Marks, along with Greg Ward, Garrett Hudson, Tazzy Blackwell, and in the secondary, Mike Scott, TD Jack, Jack Hacksaw. We'll continue after this play. Ooh, 4th and inches.
Yeah, that's a close.
Oh, sorry about that. Devontae Moore, Rachelle Costa, Ryan Proster, and Ryan Yosef are the secondary for the. There you go, for the Vikings, and I expect that to be challenged. That looked like he got the first down, Demar.
Yeah, I agree with you, T-Roy. It did look like he did. It did look like he picked up the first down there. He got real skinny going through the line there. Didn't see him put his head down or anything, but he went up kind of high, before being tackled and brought down. Here's another look at it here.
And I think he barely got it. Let's see if we get a better angle.
With his left hand. It's close. It's real iffy. I mean, they have it at 4th and inches. And they're going to say the play stands, T-Roy.
Ooh.
Atlanta will be charged their first time out here tonight. They're going to leave them 2 more timeouts here in the first half.
Man, that call wasn't in his favor so horribly that the coach was speechless. He couldn't even move his mouth there.
Mm-hmm. Now, here's another thing here. I was just going to say, does Atlanta actually punt this ball, or do they go for it?
It's 4th and inches. I would have gone for it.
There's the punt. There's a fair catch here called from LA. Offense for LA, quarterback, Sully Richardson, number 6. Logan Jack is the halfback. Tommy Rahman is the fullback. Wide receivers, Chris Lee, Elsie Pryor, Tans Weary, Enriquez,
Enriquez.
Iniguez is the wide receivers. Jimmy Foster and Jack Flash are your tight ends. They have quite a bit of O linemen here. We'll get to them in just a minute. 4 O linemen to be exact. They come in an I formation twin set here. Tight end to the bottom of the field. Handoff here to the halfback. He goes right up the middle. That's Logan Jack there on the carry. Offensive guards, Vladimir Dunham, Christian Swifty. Tackles, Bob Dunham and Janae Nicole. Nice pickup there by Logan Jack there. Pick up 5 yards on the first carry, T-Ward.
Yeah, right up the gut. O-line parted to see for him. Got nice 5 yards.
It's like a 3-4 defense here. The bottom of the field is wide open. Jack, here comes a man. Get off me, 44. I'm off to the races. One man to beat. He's not going to be caught. Past the 10. Oh, he's spin moving. He just cost himself a touchdown.
Oh, no. But what a great run, though, Damon. The O-line did a good job. The blocking was there. Logan Jack took the right angle, went outside. You see that final block by Rahman, and then the stiff arm sending poor Chris Henry to the shadow realm. And then Logan Jack was off the races. I guess he got a little bit tired. Didn't want to have any part of number 40 right there, Sean Allen. But it cost him a touchdown, but at least it's first and goal for LA. A great start to the drive.
We give Sean Allen credit. The outside linebacker came from the other side of the field to pursue Logan Jack to bring him down, and Jack basically tried to spin move inside and just ran into the guy that was running behind him. I formation again here, handoff here to the backup halfback. He goes nowhere, tackle and brought down in the backfield.
I mean, think about it. Logan Jack just ran for 62 yards from the prior player. He needs a little break.
Yeah, absolutely does. That's one thing about this game here, man. The stamina in this game means a whole lot more than what it did in the previous game we used to run. And here's a 5-step drop here by Richardson. Goes to the end zone and is tipped away. And it looked like Chris Henry got his hands on that one. And he's celebrating.
And great job by Chris Henry. Richardson threw it into triple coverage. You want to try to avoid that in the red zone. You don't want to give up a turnover here. You want to come away with points on this first opening possession.
Shotgun formation here for Richardson. Logan Jack is in the backfield with Richardson. There's the snap. Throw right across the middle, tipped away again. This time it's by Cree Higgins.
And Damon, let's go over the stars real quick for Atlanta as we see the replay. Representing the D-line, Mickey Gibson, Billy Ray Ballantyne, Leo Jefferson, and Joshua Williams. The linebackers represented by Cree Higgins, Sean Allen, and Diamond Blackbell. While the secondary, Jack Napier, Jay Miraculous, Moose Papineau, Grant Hardaway, and Chris Henry. Those are your defensive stars for Atlanta.
Here's O'Lendy with his first field goal attempt here tonight. There's a snap, a bobbled snap, and it's up, and it's like it's going to be good. Right down the middle there, and O'Lendy gets LA on the board. T-Roy, give me your summary and output on the drive here from LA that we saw, although there was a big run by Logan Jack.
Now, I was wondering why they didn't attempt to run the ball on the goal-to-go situation. Maybe Logan Jack was still tired, even though he was back on the field. But it was a great start. Logan Jack had a great run. It's just that they couldn't come away with a touchdown, but at least they got points to strike first here in this game.
Yeah, here's the kick return here in the end zone from Atlanta. Tackle brought down right at the 28-yard line. And we'll see Atlanta's offense for the second time tonight.
And I think in the last game, yesterday's game, we saw Boo Chisholm was the returner for Atlanta. Now they got Muhammad return kick. So, hey, Atlanta's trying to mix things up, especially since it's just a preseason game.
Mm-hmm. Bryant Dynasty has yet to throw a pass in this game, T-Roy.
Let's see, that changes.
BDG Hollywood single back formation. Dynasty drops back. Got him in. Open. It's Boo Chisholm. Picks up that reception. Looks like he brought down at the 49-yard line. There's a penalty on the play. This may be PI.
Yep, on Hudson.
All right, Atlanta's going to decline And it's going to be a 22-yard pickup for Atlanta now right at midfield at the 50-yard line.
I mean, you said it. You basically called it. Atlanta didn't throw a pass at all. And there's their first pass, and it was a nice splash play, Demar.
Split spread here. 4-2 nickel defense for the Lycans. 3-step drop here by Dynasty. Gets a little pressure. Nice blocking there by the offensive line. And 52 came away with a nice deflection. Garrett Hudson.
Yeah, and last season for Hudson, he had 11 pass deflections, 106 total tackles. 11 of those tackles were for loss. He almost had an interception. He was wearing gloves too. He should have came away with that one to put it into this drive.
He may try to pull out a new rule for the SFL to allow Stickum. Dynasty drops back. Nice block by BDG Hollywood. Not sure if you saw it, but he picks up Boo Chisholm right across the middle of the field. That looks like a 7-yard pickup.
And I think the O-line play is going to be very important now more than ever. Great job by the O-line, giving Dynasty time to throw that pass, make it more third and manageable.
We have seen Atlanta in this single back formation pretty often on this drive here. They're going to go trips, motioning the top receiver to the bottom of the field now. Here's a toss to Hollywood. Hollywood bounces off. Tackled and brought in. He's going to lose a yard. 4th and 4. Here for Hollywood and the Atlanta Swarm, and Atlanta's going to be punting this thing off. I got to say, man, Garrett Hudson had a big play there on that one.
Yeah, he made up for that pass interference. Basically put it into this drive with him and Tazzy Blackwell stopping BDG.
As the return, tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line. This is where LA will start their next possession. Their second possession, should we say.
Well, Nicolas was on the return there, but LA so far is looking real sharp. We'll see if this possession they can come away with a touchdown to a field goal out.
First and 10 here for the Lycans. Sully Richardson underneath the center. I formation twins. We've seen this a lot from them. They're going to give it to Logan Jack again. Jack right up the middle. Picks up the first down. Tackled, I want to say right at the 31-yard line. What is this penalty we have here? It looks like face mask on the defense. And I'm pretty sure LA accepts the face mask call. I thought they would have declined it.
Oh, it'll just add 5 more yards to it, so.
Yeah, it could have been a personal foul on the face mask call there.
Yeah, Logan Jack, 3 great runs to start today's action.
LA is at their own 32-yard line. Handoff here to Jack once again. Jack goes right up the middle, just past the 35-yard line to the 36 for a 4-yard gain.
And the O-line is doing a great job opening up holes for Logan Jack, and also Tommy Rahman, the fullback, is doing a great job as well. Mm-hmm. If you're a fan of the Lycans, you're loving how the running game is looking so far.
Another handoff here to Logan Jack. He's getting the bulk of the load here, and Jack picks up the first down.
Refusing to go down. Great job avoiding that first tackle. Rahman missed the guy completely, number 57, Blackwell. And then Jack carried a couple of defenders to the first down marker, and it's something that Michael Turillo pointed out during his game that he called. The running backs in this era are going to be fighting for more yardage, and we have seen that so far with Logan Jack.
I absolutely agree with you. 7-yard pickup there by Jack. Here's Richardson. He goes deep down the middle of the field. Is caught by none other than Chris Lee, the number 1 receiver on this team.
What a great job by Chris Lee. No, he's about to get his ribs destroyed. He climbs the ladder, makes the catch, and that's a big splash play. I know it's going to make the QB, Sully Richardson, very happy knowing that he got a receiver he can depend on, Chris Lee.
That was a 25-yard pickup by Lee. Richardson to Lee. On that pass, down to the 32-yard line. Here's another handoff here to Logan Jack. Jack's going to pick up 4 yards there.
Now, Logan Jack probably would have broken that tackle in the prior era, but he is definitely carrying defenders. He's not letting the first man stop him for a 1 yard gain or a loss. He's getting positive yardage every time he carries the ball.
Yeah, that he is. He is really putting his team on his back so far in this game. Richardson underneath the center, calling the signal. Draw play. Jack. Nice blocking there by the interior of the offensive line, and he's down to the 10-yard line.
Again, like you just said, nice blocking. I mean, the O-line, the fullback, it's been fun to watch so far. And once again, Logan Jack, he's already over 100 yards rushing in this first quarter. And if he wouldn't have spun right there, he probably could have gotten closer to the goal line. But Logan Jack is having himself a day.
They're going to give him to the 9-yard line. A 19-yard pickup, T-Roy, by Logan Jack there on the last run. Inside the 10. Goal line situation. Hand off it to Jack once more. Jack bounces off a guy, hit and brought down right at the, looks like 7-yard line here now.
And that's a better job by the defense of the Swarm, making sure that Logan Jack doesn't get any more yards than he did. It looks like he got a 2-yard gain. We'll see if the Swarm can do what they did in the previous drive and hold LA to 3.
Exactly, right on the 8-yard line, far right-hand hash. Nice block there by the fullback, and Logan Jack bounces off the defender, crosses Hollywood Boulevard, right here in his own backyard of Los Angeles, California.
And I think somebody reminded us that the official home of Hollywood Boulevard was here in LA. But look at the O-line. They're doing a great job. Nice pancake block by number 66 by Dumbhand. Even though Logan Jack didn't need it because he went the other way. He pushed him so far back.
He was running after Sean Allen. That's what I love about this game, is that the offensive line basically engage, on their blocks, and they don't let off. I mean, they stick with those guys until the whistle blows. I mean, that's how you're supposed to play, right, T-Roy?
That's exactly how you're supposed to play.
Sometimes you got to play through the whistle.
All right. Keep your head on the swivel at all times.
LA up.
That's a happy guy right there.
He sure is. Hell, if I was paid $2.2 billion per year, I'd be happy too, T-Roy.
All right. And I remember Logan Jack, we faced his team, Baltimore, we faced his team back then, was New Orleans. And he had a great preseason game at that time. He's looking to duplicate that today.
It's Kyle Fenimore on the return. Brought it out to the 30-yard line. This is where Atlanta will start their third possession.
Now, Atlanta needs to score on this drive. They stay in the game. Maybe they are tired since they're the only team that's playing multiple games, and they literally had to go across country for this one.
Yeah.
Let's see how they respond.
I mean, exactly after wrapping the game up last night with Houston, they had to jump on the charter jet and fly across country, as you just mentioned. 3,000 miles there, Here's BDG. Oh, if he stayed outside, he'd probably be still running.
Right.
He picks up 3 yards, going from the 30-yard line to the 33.
But BDG had another legendary season last season. 1,278 yards rushing, averaging 5.2 yards per carry, 14 rushing touchdowns. He also had 3 receiving touchdowns. He was a monster in LA's playoff season last season.
He's doing great. That pass was intended for 88. And he basically, that was the tight end, the number 1 tight end. That ball just came right off his fingertips.
Yeah, why not? Arrowlet played for Tacoma last season. Only had 12 receptions for 110 yards. But the big thing is he averages a first down per catch. That's why they went to him. Didn't work out for him in that play.
Little adjustments at the top of the field. They're going to bring one of the receivers in motion. He's going to fall right in that quadruple package down here. Dynasty on maybe a 12-yard step. Oh, that pass deflected. Almost intercepted. Great hands there to get his great job by getting his hacksaw.
Yeah, and it's just a bad decision by Dynasty. He threw into triple coverage. Actually, I think it's quadruple coverage, and Hacksaw was the beneficiary of that with the pat down. And man, Atlanta's offense so far is kind of flat. We'll see if that changes as the game goes on.
Yeah. Fair catch here by LA. I mean, great defense and offense we're seeing from both sides of the ball from the LA Lycans so far in this game, T. Look at that sky. I mean, not the sky, but look at the roof there in this building. Great architect there.
Yeah, just like every team in the SFL, LA done a great job with their new stadium.
Richardson, handoff hit to Jack. Jack got a man to beat. It hit right at the 34-yard line.
And as I mentioned earlier in the first quarter, O-line is going to make a huge impact. And so far, we're witnessing that with LA, a dominating performance at the O-line by the Lycans.
My apologies, hit right at the 35-yard line. You're right, T.Y. This O-line is really showing what they can do. There's Logan Jack again right up the middle. Picks up the first down. Looks like he's hit and brought down right at the 43.
And just opening up holes. He doesn't get touched until he's like 7 yards down the field.
Yeah, you're right.
It's fun to watch.
11 carries for 141, a boatload of that coming off a big 63-yard run of Logan Jack early in the first quarter. We're still in the first quarter here with a minute and 20 seconds left on the clock. Here's Richardson. 5-step drop right across the middle, incomplete. Great defensive play there by Sean Allen to be running side by side there with the tight end, Jack Flash.
Yeah, Sean Allen had enough of LA's foolishness. Definitely did a good job with that pass deflection, preventing Flash from making the catch.
Here's Richardson. Strong I formation here. As a receiver down to the bottom of the field. 5-step drop back. Deflected away. And it's by Chris Henry. Henry took a big stiff arm from Logan Jack early on that big 63-yard run from Jack earlier. But, man, he came up big right there.
And the defense is now coming up big for Atlanta. Can they force LA to punt? Great job by the defense. That pass should have been caught by the tight end on the previous play.
Yep, you're right. 3rd and 10 here. Can Atlanta get this offense off the field? Man in motion is Dorikas. Richardson goes through the reads. Got his receiver downfield to the 38-yard line.
LZ Pryor coming up with a clutch catch. Got destroyed by Chris Henry, but didn't matter. The drive stays alive. And Richardson got another great wide receiver in Pryor. She had 781 yards receiving, averaging 14.2 a catch, with 5 TDs last season for the Lycans.
Yep, that was a 22-yard pickup from Richardson to Pryor. Here is Logan Jack. Logan Jack's going to pick up 5 yards there.
I hope that as the season goes along, he gets rid of that spin move. Because, man, if he didn't spun and he just kept running outside, he could have had another big game. But he said, this is preseason. I'm trying to save everything for the regular season.
Right. Exactly. And also, Jack is met. Sean Allen this time? No, sir. Sean Allen said, I'm tired of this. And that's not Sean Allen made the adjustment by switching positions from safety to the outside linebacker spot. Talk about the athleticism there.
Yeah, that's right, Damon.
And that's going to be the end of the first quarter. Everybody, you're watching the Simulation Football League presented by APM Music live on the SFL Tube Network. So, T-Way, we saw a nice string of defense by Atlanta before the big 20-yard play from Sully Richardson to LZ Pryor. Third down here. This is a big third down for LA. Logan Jack gets the handoff, and he's met by Cree Higgins. Stopped and tackle brought down after picking up 3 yards there on the carry.
Great job by the Atlanta defense, be able to force a field goal attempt. Now we just got to get their offense to get in gear here. Probably still suffering from that jet lag.
44-yard field goal attempt. The kick is up. Laces was not out front, and it still makes it. Lindy with 2 big field goal kicks here in the first half to increase the lead of LA on top of Atlanta.
And Lindy only missed 1 field goal last season. He was 23 of 24. And so far responsible for 6 points. LA's looking real sharp so far in their preseason game.
Here is Kyle Fenimore on the return inside of the end zone. Kyle breaks outside. Breaks the tackle from the kicker. Still on his feet. Tackled and brought down. Looks like at the 38. Oh, there's a clipping. So they're going to bring this one back.
Now, will we see a replay of this? We'll find out. Yes, we will. Now, everybody's about to be mad.
Right there.
Yeah. He did twice.
He pushed 2 people in the back.
He's like, I had enough of this. Y'all been dominating us for the whole first half up to this point. Nah.
And the comment of Ryan Michaels, oh, that is so clear. I mean, absolutely correct. I mean, great comment there, Ryan, because he's right. I mean, it wasn't hidden nowhere. I mean, right in the broad open. Here's Dynasty. Steps back. That pass is deflected away. Looks like him right off the fingertips of Mitchell O'Brien. Fullback.
But let's go back to that last play, Damon. That blocked him back wasn't even needed.
No, it wasn't.
Fenimore went to the outside. He didn't go in that direction of number 82. That definitely hurt Atlanta. Let's see if they can bounce back from that mistake.
And it wasn't once, it was twice. Here's Siege Falco in motion. We haven't heard Falco name called all day today. Here's Dynasty on the rollout. He killed Houston on those rollouts last night. Kyle Fenimore there on the pass attempt, and that is going to be incomplete. 3rd and 10 here for Atlanta. Unable to get things going tonight. Atlanta, that is.
Hey, they're just trying to at least come away with this game with no injuries since week 1 started next week. They don't want nobody hurt, so maybe they're just going for the motions. Hopefully, they'll prove me wrong on this play.
Empty formation. 5 wide receivers set. There's a dump off to Kyle Fenimore. He's going to be 1 yard short of the first down.
And if anybody has to be frustrated on Atlanta's side on the offense, it would be Kyle Fenimore. He had that great return. Things didn't work out. I'm about to see somebody else that's sharing his name about the punt. His number, excuse me.
This might be Kyle Fenimore about to punt it. And we will see a return. Oh, he gets jacked up. 7 deuce. Oh, my goodness. Yikes.
People are being sent to the shallow round left and right here, Demar.
Man, talk about hitting, bro. I don't want any parts of that. 1st and 10 here for LA at their own 38-yard line. And off here to Logan Jack. Jack's brought down after picking up 3 yards.
Maybe Logan's getting a little bit tired, but he still fell forward for 3. Great tackle by Higgins.
I mean, it's preseason. You can sit him down for the rest of the game. You know, Logan Jack don't need any more carries. He got his work in. Here's LC Pryor coming in motion. as he gets himself set right at the 39. Handoff it to Jack again. Jack bounces off the offensive player before picking up a nice gain of yards at 3rd and 1 here now.
He just having a great performance. I was thinking, is Logan Jack going to basically break the SFL record for most rushing yards in the game? Unfortunately, would count because it's a preseason, but still fun to watch. Uh-oh.
It's Jack again. Passes the 50 down at the 46-yard line.
I mean, he's wearing the colors of the X-Men. He's known as the Rapid Wolverine, and he's basically going berserk on the Atlanta Swarm's defense. Another great run by Logan Jack.
3rd and 10 here. Richardson going for it all. Right down the middle. He catches Jack Flash.
Jumping Jack Flash.
The number 2 tight end, Jack Flash has been balling here tonight so far.
Mm-hmm. Had 64 receptions for, man, he came close to having 1,000 yards. 948 to be exact. 14.8 per catch, 2 TDs. He averaged a first down a catch. Yeah, throw it to you, that tall tight end.
Not bad for a tight end. Almost 1,000 yards receiving. Although that is a norm in today's game, in the NFL, that is, the Pro League. Here is Logan Jack once again. Breaks a tackle on Shard Island, brought down by Chris Henry.
Man, if you want to take any positives, if you're Atlanta right now, Logan Jack's runs aren't as soul crushing as they were in the first quarter, so maybe he's getting tired. He's already at 18 carries with just over 6 minutes left in the first half.
Yeah, he's getting a lot of the touches here. There's another handoff here to Jack. Like Jack's brought down at the 25-yard line, 24 maybe.
Now, Damon, if you're LA, you want them to get a first down, extend this drive, and potentially score another touchdown. See if their offense stay on fire here.
From the 27-yard line. Oh, off the tips of LZ Pryor. How could he drop that pass? He was wide open.
Yeah, LZ almost had it. That would have been an easy touchdown for him, but instead they want to settle for another field goal. Just bad luck for the Lycans on that play, but hey, that's why they got that kicker to make another field goal.
Here's O'Lindy. 3rd field goal attempt for the night. This one is up and it's good, T-Roy.
This score could have been a lot worse than what it is currently, but this has been totally dominated by the Lycans. A very impressive performance so far in all phases of the game. Just some missed opportunities keeps the score from being a lot worse than what it is.
Yeah, what I'm saying is that it looks like the Lycans' offensive line is basically dominating the defensive line of Atlanta, in which it was vice versa last night, where Atlanta's O-line was dominating Houston's defensive line. So we've seen how the tables have turned in the previous 24 hours here, should we say, because it's, game time kicked off the same amount of time, but actually it's less time for Atlanta as they drove backwards across the country, should we say. Some people would say back in time.
Back to the future.
Here's Brian Dynasty underneath the center. Single back formation, twin set. Looks like a pair of slot. 5-step drop here. Dynasty throws off his back foot. Boo Chisholm with the big catch to the 42-yard line.
Well, Boo started the game as the running back for Atlanta. And he made some couple of catches down the field. Here's another one in between 2 receivers. He did not carry. He showed you why he is a Hall of Famer. Great job making that catch in spite of the fact that he could have gotten destroyed by 2 Lycans.
Yeah, Brian Dynasty now 54 yards on the day. I'm coming out 3 wide receiver set here. That pass is thrown in traffic. Kyle Fenimore took a shot. And man, this defense here for LA, the linebackers, Garrett Hudson is basically all over the field.
Yeah, Garrett Hudson was bringing the pain there. Lucky he didn't get called for unsportsmanlike conduct, even though that ball was tipped. But that was a unnecessary hit on Fillmore. But still, no harm, no foul for the Lycans.
Could this be the same play? Looks like the same formation. Dynasty, Kyle Fillmore right across the middle, tackled and brought down at the 42.
And we're starting to see the old line with Carter Hollywood and Sam Falco leading the way, giving Brian Dynasty plenty of time to make this play. And then poor Greg Ward, you don't want a linebacker covering a wide receiver, and he just let him go right by him. And when he realized it was too late, Fillmore was able to burn them. Another first down for the Swarm, excuse me.
It was basically 18-yard pickup on the last possession. Now here's BDG Hollywood, a pass caught out of the backfield, and he's dangerous in that area.
He is dangerous in basically all phases of the game. I'm surprised Atlanta's not using him more as the bell cow in this game. But again, this is the second game in basically less than 24 hours, as Switch Thumper says in the YouTube chat.
He picks up 7 yards here at the 33. Handoff here to BDG. Hit in the backfield. Going to lose a yard there.
Ryan Yosef was just a little bit faster than everybody else. Came on a running back blitz on the corner, on the side. Got BDG before he can get started.
Third and 5. 4:28 left here in the game. I mean, in the first half. Dynasty right across the middle. Siege Falco. Can we get a call in the chat?
I know. Everybody put your call. Man, he's super tall. He's towering over the lineman there. Sorry, the ref. What a great play. Again, 42, Tazzy Blackwell was a linebacker covering a wide receiver, and Siege Falco and Brian Dynasty will take that all day.
15-yard pickup from Dynasty to Falco. He tackled right at the 19-yard line. Here is Dynasty, 3-step drop. Dynasty, one-handed catch this time again is Falco. 19-yard touchdown for Atlanta as they get their first score on the board late here in the second quarter.
Hey, that's all you need. Something to get the momentum right back. 2 great catches by Siege Falco. This one more impressive than the last. And just basically went untouched into the end zone. Great route. Great job by Dynasty and the Swarm to bounce back and get some points on the board.
Yeah, that was a nice catch there by Falco. Going across the middle there in a one-handed stretch. Laid out. Showed no sight of being afraid. On that animation as he made that one-handed grab there.
We're going to see some very impressive catches on offense, very impressive trucks, very impressive hits. It's a whole new ball game here, and I'm excited for it.
Yeah, it looks like Atlanta basically got to get things going, keep things going through the air. Ground game is just not working so far versus this LA defense. Their front seven is basically stopping BDG from getting anywhere. And here LA is going to start their drive with 3:52 left here in the first half at their own 29-yard line.
And that was a great return by Iniguez. Just in case I didn't mention it earlier, 383 yards receiving, averaging 10 to catch. 1 touchdown for the Ottawa Cavalry. And he's going to let LA know that, hey, I can be a great return man for you, giving them good field position.
And he's a big guy. He's 6'2", 220. He's not a little dude out here returning kicks. Here is Richardson, 5-step drop. Reads, dump it off here to Jack. Jack runs backwards, spin or whatever that was, and loses 2 yards on the possession. So instead of 2nd and 10, it'll be 2nd and 12.
Yeah, Logan Jack's starting to get a little tired. He wasn't willing to go up against that safety and Moose Papineau. So he decided to spin and cost his team about 2 yards on that reception.
Here's Richardson, step back. Goes through his progression, dumps it off in the flat again. This time it's going to be the Flash, and Flash is going to pick up 4 yards.
But we've seen with both quarterbacks, their O-line is giving them plenty of time to basically write a novel whenever they drop back to pass. Very impressive by both teams' O-line when it comes to pass protection.
3rd and 8 at their own 31-yard line. Here's LA. 3:10 left on the clock. Dime defense here for Atlanta. Richardson gets a little pressure, dumps it off right across the middle. He got some man. Oh, just shy of the first down. Chris Lee on the reception.
That was a good check down, but I would have loved it if LA would have went to Pryor. I like the matchup that was on the bottom of the screen there with LZ Pryor and his defender, excuse me.
Mm-hmm. Low snap there for LA, the long snapper. There's a return here by Boo Chisholm. Boo picks up a few yards before being tackled at the 31-yard line. 2:36 left here in the half, T-Roy. Atlanta has 2 timeouts in their pocket. Let's not forget they had a challenge early in the game and they lost the challenge. So that was a wasted timeout. They're not even going to say a wasted timeout, but that was a loss of a timeout. And they also have the 2-minute warning in their pocket coming up here pretty short. Can this team get something going here on this drive and make it a nice close one before the half?
Yeah, they'll get a good chance to get themselves back in the game, and we get to see with the new engine how teams treat the 2-minute drill.
Here's BDG right up the middle of the field. He picks up 3 yards.
Picks up 3, but couldn't have gotten more if number 60 would have did a great job blocking. Instead, BDG gets speared in the ribs, but a 3-yard gain is still good.
Second and 7 here for Atlanta. Split back. Single wide receiver. Boo Chisholm down to the bottom of the field. Hand off here to Hollywood. Hollywood breaks a tackle. Picks up a few yards. Looks like he picks up 2 there.
And we're about to see the 2-minute drill in effect starting now.
Mm-hmm. That's the 2-minute warning. You're watching the Simulation Football League presented by APM Music. Live on the SFL YouTube network. Boo Chisholm to the top of the field. Brian Dynasty underneath the center. Haven't seen this Atlanta team in the shotgun formation as much here today. We're going to go strong eye. 5-step drop here by Dynasty. Got his man Chisholm right across the middle of the field, and he crosses midfield. Ball should be spotted right at the 48-yard line, if my eyes are any good.
And then also, not only your eyes are really good, but the hands of Boo Chisholm's been legendary in this second quarter, help extending drives. And also in the other game, Vancouver versus Carolina, in the second quarter, Carolina leads 7-0 with Ike McBride receiving TD.
20-yard pickup from Dynasty to Chisholm there. Hollywood picks up 1 more yard. Ball is going to be spotted at the 45-yard line.
And Atlanta doesn't have to really hurry up quite yet, so they probably just want to make sure they don't leave enough time for LA to respond if Atlanta comes away with points in this drive.
Exactly. Look at the shift here at the top of the field. Going to bring Falco in motion down here. Going to take advantage of this side of the field. Not much coverage down here, T-Roy.
I like what I see.
Open. I like it too. Dynasty goes
Here we go.
Hey, nice hit and catch by BDG Hollywood for the first down. And there's a timeout by Atlanta. They're second.
But, man, we were talking about just before the play started, that was a missed opportunity. There's 2 receivers against 1 defender at the bottom of the screen, and Dynasty decided not to go in that route, but at least he got the guaranteed first down.
Ball is at the 34-yard line, 11-yard pickup.
Who was that running back? Now he's back to his normal spot.
This is hilarious, seeing Boo at running back. 3-step drop, Dynasty. Oh, inside. The defender was playing in phase on that particular play there, and was unable to get the target of Falco. Fenimore there was unable to come up with it because the defender played great defense by playing in phase there.
And Brian's got to throw it to the open man like he did so far in this drive.
Here's Dynasty on the rollout. Nice block by the O-line. The fullback basically couldn't go anywhere. Ran right out of bounds. Mitchell O'Brien. If you're not familiar with the term I just used of in phase, let's just take this for example. Let's just say Jalen Ramsey and what's the Diggs guy for the Cowboys? What's his first name? Trevon Diggs. So Trevon Diggs plays out of phase, which means that he jumps the ball a lot, right? So in phase means that you're staying on the hip of that wide receiver or tight end when you're covering him. There's a pass right down the middle of the Cal Fenimore, incomplete, 4th and 8 for the Atlanta Swarm.
And that would have been the prime time to get that guaranteed first down because he had a receiver wide open to his right side to go for the splash play instead. So here we go with a 50-yard field goal attempt for Sammy Steele.
Sammy the Steele. There's a snap. I'm starting to see laces are not front. If you're a fan of Ace Ventura, you understand how important laces front means.
I guess the holders want to make sure that we see the nice SFL logo on the football there, but shoot, they are killing their kickers' toes these days.
What was that kicker name? Finwinkle? Something like that? You remember Ace Ventura? The first one?
I've seen a second one. I don't remember the first one.
Okay. Go back and watch the first one. They'll tell you the importance. You'll find out the importance of laces front on that one.
Hey, at least the holder didn't pull a Lucy. They just take the ball away.
Oh, man. Yeah, that would be embarrassing, right? But hey, let's talk about this stadium. I mean, this is a beautiful venue, right?
Yes, it is.
The customization that LA put into redesigning. If I'm not mistaken, this is the RCA Dome in St. Louis. The old Rams Stadium is what it looks like. I mean, this looks nice. It don't even look like that stadium anymore.
No, it doesn't.
Teams are able to make stadiums look their own, feel like a home for that particular team. Got the team name all around the stadium. I mean, look at this right here at the bottom of the field. Fans down there at the bottom of the field. That's awesome. Second and 6 here. They're just trying to burn clock. Logan Jack breaks a tackle, breaks another one. Got nice block. Passes the first down line. Good on his feet. Logan Jack 4, 3, 2, 1. He crosses the 10-yard line and he crosses Hollywood Boulevard to end the half. My goodness, what a run by Logan Jack, and that probably could go down as one of the best runs here in SFL history.
Look at that, breaking tackle after tackle, doing a great job making sure he doesn't go out of bounds, and then making people miss left and right. Poor Devontae Moore had no shot on Logan Jack, and a very impressive run. That has to be so crushing for Atlanta after they just marched down the field, got that field goal just to give up 7 points. Wow.
I mean, you talk about a team LA was basically trying to run the clock out to go into the half, and Logan Jack just breaks a few tackles and say, why not? There's no more time on the clock. Let me go ahead and run it to the house and I'm wide open.
Well, I need to correct myself. That wasn't Devontae Moore, because that's his teammate. Logan Jack made Jack Napier look bad. Wow.
LA goes up 23-10. And here's the halftime stats and report.
Wait, I know, Damon, that this game doesn't count, but I won't be surprised if Logan Jack gets over 400 yards and break the SFL rushing record. Unfortunately, again, it's in a game that doesn't count since it's preseason, but it's still, like I said, fun to watch.
this game counts. The league may say it doesn't count, but to these teams and these players, this game counts. No team wants to lose a preseason game going into week one with no bragging rights, right? You want to go into week one with your confidence high after playing the preseason and seeing what your team can do during the preseason or so. But man, you're right. Logan Jack possibly can break the SFL rushing single game rushing record, which was originally held by Parky Cho, then broken by Richard Snowden, then broken by Darnell Black, then broken, and now has held the title for quite some time, Reggie Streeter, and Logan Jack could probably shatter it tonight. And down goes the return guy. If I'm not mistaken, I think that the single game rushing record, the first time was held by, I think it was held by Parky Cho. I could be wrong. The commissioner could whisper in my ear and let me know the correct person who held that title before Richard Snowden broke it. It could have been, what's the guy that was a running back for Oklahoma City? I can't remember his name.
I couldn't tell you myself right now.
Here's Sully Richardson. Richardson gets a little pressure up the middle. I like the way he moved outside of the pocket, found a receiver. It was his third wide receiver on the depth chart, Terrence Weary.
And just throwing it to the open guy. This may be one of the games where Sully Richardson doesn't have to carry his team. 87 yards passing so far, but it's been the Logan Jack show. I'm pretty sure, however, that Sully Richardson will take it. He'll take the W if he can, however he gets it.
I formation twin set. Here's Logan Jack once again. Right up the middle, tackled and brought down by Shard Allen. Well, a host of swarms, should we say. Allen was the first defender to get there. And there's Jay Miraculous. First time calling his name. Miraculous signed a $1.2 million contract this offseason. Give me some money.
People got paid this offseason, Devon.
Man, I don't think anybody got more paid than the running back for the artillery, Brad Jones. That dude got paid.
Money.
3rd and 1 here for LA. LAL. Normally you see that as LA Lakers, but now it's LA Lycans. See what I did there?
Yes, I did. Showtime.
And these Lycans are trying to say there's a new Showtime in town. And I don't understand why he ran back inside T-Work, because the bottom of the field towards the outside was wide open. I mean, Logan Jack probably could have shattered the record right there on that play alone.
Right. He want the Atlanta Swarm to feel the sting of the Rapid Wolverine. That's for sure. He's just looking for punishment to dish out.
Yeah. No, I'm not trying to put too much emphasis on that, as that record. But hell, I mean, it's out there. It is what it is. So.
All right.
But nice tackle there by Diamond Blackwell. Did you know that Diamond Blackwell is a wrestler?
I think I heard that in the past.
Yeah, he's a wrestler as well, man. He wrestled for Inpon.
Okay. Well, I definitely don't want to be speared by him. That's for sure.
And I think Spear and the Diamond Cutter is one of his finishing moves. Yeah. There's Logan Jack right up the middle. Picks up a few yards there. 36 here now for LA.
Well, apparently, according to Ryan F., I guess half of the Lycans are wrestlers.
Yeah, they are. Half of them are wrestlers. He's not lying. Yeah. Ace Blackwell is over there. Tazzy Blackwell is a wrestler over there as well. There's quite a few of them. Yeah.
So they're going to jump off the top rope, smacking their elbow, dropping off, give them an elbow drop.
It's a great lead. I mean, if you're a fan of wrestling, I would say give them a shot. Take a look at him. There's a man. I mean, Sully Richardson is putting on a show. Richardson is 6 for 11, 82 yards before that catch. We'll get the final stats here on that last pass completion here in just a moment.
Still, Chris Lee did a great job. Double move inside. Definitely left number 29 of Atlanta just in awe of watching him make that catch. Great job. Great route by Chris Lee.
At the 27-yard line, 96 yards through the air for Richardson so far today. 5-step drop, quick throw. That pass is deflected off the head of Cree Higgins.
It's one of the few times we see Atlanta's defense applying pressure to Sully Richardson, as Sully threw that pass prematurely because he knew that pain was coming. But great job making sure that that wasn't a sack or an INT.
2nd and 10 at the 27. 2 wide receivers to the top of the field. Richardson is going to roll out that way. Gather his feet. Pass is intended for Chris Lee. Incomplete. Could be flag on the play.
Yeah.
There's a pass interference call. And the pass interference is going to be on Jack Napier.
So he's not having a good 5 minutes because, I don't know. I think he had a right to the ball. I think this is the ref's first bad call of the game. I think that wasn't pass interference.
You don't think so, T-Roy?
No. And I'm an offensive guy. I don't think that was pass interference.
They're going to give LA 1st and 10 here at the 11. Dump it off
to
Jack, and Jack is going to take a hit. So what a shot from Moose Papano. I haven't called that name all night.
Moose was loose, though, thanks to that awkward pass that prevented Logan Jack from building any momentum. He got destroyed with a nice hit by Papano for 1-yard loss.
Chris Lee goes in motion. Drop back by Sully Richardson. Nice throw. That pass is deflected away by Grant Hardaway. No, it's not going to be Grant. I thought I saw 24 there who deflected away.
Let's get a quick scoring update. In the 3rd quarter, Carolina is up 14-7. Mount South to Xavier Solomon for a 9-yard touchdown. 6:45 left in that game. In that quarter, excuse me.
That's Carolina and Vancouver, right?
Yep, Carolina and Vancouver.
Sully Richardson gets pressure up the middle, runs outside the pocket, intercepted in the end zone. Jack Napier, who just had a pass interference called on him, and he comes away big time with that INT inside of the end zone, and he ran it out and didn't take a knee.
No, he won some yards on that. He was not happy. And Damon, you said this before. Whenever there's something in question, you shoot it up and ball don't lie, right? You remember that?
Yeah.
Well, I guess the ball didn't lie there because Jack Napier, he should have took a knee because that would gave his team better field position, but he came away with that interception. Great job by him, and Atlanta will see what they can do after they gave up that touchdown at the end of the first half.
And I like the way how Jack Napier played in phase on that particular defensive possession. He wasn't over the top. He didn't jump the route. He was right there in the hip pocket of the wide receiver. Man goes in motion. Here's a toss here to BDG, and BDG goes nowhere. This front 7 is swallowing up the swarm.
Yeah, Ryan Yosef with that tackle. Almost a tackle for a loss, but they said it was no gain on that play. But LA definitely done their homework.
Yeah, mentioning Ryan Yosef, he's a wrestler over there in that league as well. Here's Dynasty. Moves outside the pocket, throws a dart, almost intercepted by the defense. That looked like Tazzy Blackwell, who got her paws on the ball.
Yeah, but at that point, Dynasty had a running back to his right that was wide open. He could have, just checked it down to him and allowed BDG get a potential get a first down. Instead, he went to the receiver that was double covered. We'll see if they change that here and get this 3rd down conversion.
We're going to go empty back formation here. 5 wide receivers. Dynasty steps up in the pocket, got a receiver open, and it's Boo Chisholm.
A great job by Dynasty on that play. O-line gave him plenty of time to throw that ball, but when it looked like Dynasty was about to take a sack, he delivered a nice dot to Boo Chisholm to extend this drive.
Boo brought down at the 35-yard line. Inside the 36. Hand off here to BDG Hollywood. Hollywood stood up in the backfield, nowhere to go. And it looked like Rochelle Colston was there first. They call her Ray Ray in the locker room.
And Ray Ray can bring the pain. She had 109 total tackles. 2 of them were for loss. 5 pass deflections for INTs. You don't want to get on her bad side. She will bring the pain.
And she had 3 interceptions 1 year on her birthday.
Man.
Oh, nice pass to the call, Siege Falco. I thought he was going to throw it to the fullback who was wide open right across the middle of the field.
Man, right now, Brian Dynasty is doing hair flips on this drive with another great pass. Siege Falco climbs that ladder, takes another tough hit, but doesn't matter for Falco. Another conversion. Hey, 60 yards receiving on 3 catches, not bad.
Down to the 42 of LA, a 23-yard pickup on that last pass and catch from Dynasty to Falco. Kyle Fenimore goes in motion. Falco is out. Boo Chisholm down to the bottom of the field. Hollywood goes out in the flat. Hollywood got a man to beat. Picks up 5 yards there on that play.
There you go. Safe check down. Hollywood, a great receiver out of the backfield. We mentioned it earlier, 5.5 yards, a reception last season, 370 yards receiving in the regular season for Hollywood. Not a bad option for a check down.
Ball is on the 37, handed to Hollywood. Hollywood goes down right at the line of scrimmage, tackled and brought down by Greg Ward. Greg Ward is the other outside linebacker outside of Garrett Hudson.
Another important 3rd down for the Swarm. Can they convert again?
Yeah, 3rd and 5 here. Boo Chisholm in the flat. He's coming off the line in motion. I love this motion, dude.
Mm-hmm. Makes a lot of difference.
Roll out, Brian Dynasty, sidearm throw, got Falco, who has been his main target on this drive, and Falco is going to pick up a 1st down there.
It seems like very ironic this is Atlanta that's doing this, but they're doing a lot of roll out, taking a page from Luda. That rolling out is working for him.
It's Ludacris and I'm hotter than Nevada. 17-yard pickup on that pass and catch to the 20-yard line from the 37. Dynasty to Falco. 5-step drop, dumps it off to his halfback, Hollywood. Hollywood almost breaks that tackle there before it's being stood up and brought down by Colston.
And also great job by Ryan Proster to help slow BDG Hollywood enough for Ray to bring the pain on that one. LA's doing a great job making sure that multiple people get to BDG Hollywood before he does BDG Hollywood things.
Hand off here to Hollywood. Hollywood falls forward. Blackwell rolls to the 1st down line. You should have seen the play T-Word last night versus Houston. He got hit maybe at the 3-yard line, rolled over the defender, landed inside of the touchdown. Me personally, I thought it was a touchdown. It should have been a touchdown, but Houston challenged it, and they won the challenge. That play looks very familiar. Shout out to our stats team, Ron Haynes, and also Joshua Durr, who are on stats with us here tonight. There's BDG Hollywood picks up the 1st down.
Got that 1st down, but as a running back, you don't want to have to prematurely leave your feet to avoid a O-lineman, avoid a potential tackle, because usually you're going to get destroyed shortly after you jump.
1st and goal at the 8. Boo Chisholm on the toss. I mean, this is our 2nd time seeing Boo Chisholm get a carry here tonight. I mean,
Now,
let me ask you this question. Is
mhm,
Atlanta going with a 49ers style offense where Dabo Samuels goes into the backfield, right? He's used as a
yeah,
halfback and plays wide receiver at the primary position.
that or they can act like they're the Atlanta Falcons and act like Blue Chisholm's Cordell Patterson. But either way, this could be a thing for them.
Yeah. Hand off here to Hollywood. Holly runs a man over. Blackwell brings him down at the 1-yard line.
Here we go. This has been a long drive too. We're almost at the end of the third quarter, and if Atlanta scores a touchdown, this is going to be a fun one to watch at the end of the game.
And look at Tazzy Blackwell, 7 tackles on the night. Talk about doing work. I wonder if they give it to BDG Hollywood, if he scores, will he do the Hollywood shuffle? Hollywood, handoff, Blackwell, met him at the at the goal line. No way. 8 tackles on the night, and Tazzy Blackwell is having a day with BDG Hollywood.
And they're not going to go for it, though? 1 inch, basically, to the end zone?
I thought they would run for it myself.
That's a head scratcher, man. I thought Atlanta was going to score a touchdown on that drive.
I mean, give it up to Tazzy Blackwell.
Yeah.
She denied the touchdown twice. And that's going to be the end of the third quarter. You're watching the Simulation Football League, presented by APM Music, live on the SFL YouTube network.
Shaw Allen is giving us grief in the chat, saying that's the best third we could come up with. Hey, man, we're trying to not get copyrighted here.
Here's LA on the return. Tackling brought down at the 27. So it's a 10-point game. It's a lot of time left in this ball game, T-Roy.
Yes, it is, but what can help LA right now? Giving the Swarm a healthy dose of the Rabbit Wolverine number 26. Let's see if that's going to happen, and he's going to break 300 yards rushing.
Yeah, he's 25. He's 25 attempts on the day for 245. Brian Dynasty picked things up in the second quarter, 212 yards on the day so far. Richardson here only has 97, and is a dump off here to Logan Jack. Jack's going to pick up 2 yards.
And we just spoke his name, and he made a play. Great job by Shaw Allen and Jack Napier, making sure that Logan Jack didn't get more than 2 yards on that reception. Just like they are doing for BDG Hollywood, the defense of the Swarm needs to put multiple people on Logan Jack.
Jokers here is what I want to say. He picks up 1 yard. 3rd and 7 at the 30-yard line.
Hey, Demar, I don't know if they want to be running anything called Joker with Jack Napier on opposing them right now.
5-step drop here by Richardson. Richardson goes to the progression. Sidearm throw. Oh, I thought it was odd by Elsie Pryor. But no, was it deflected by the defender?
I think it was. We're not going to get a replay, but great job by Atlanta's defense, forcing a 3 and out, only trailing by 10. This game's not over yet.
And that's what I say. You want your defenders to play in phase with that. They're right there in that hip pocket. As we saw, the defender was right there, stride for stride with Pryor. Not playing out of phase, jumping the routes and so forth. Great defensive play there by the defender. I wish I could have saw his jersey number, so I could give him some praise.
Hey, you say great job by the Swarm secondary there, right, Demar?
Yeah, we can most definitely say that. Atlanta takes over at their own 31-yard line now, T-Roy.
I think we're going to see Brian Dynasty lead them down the field here. We should see more passes than runs on this drive.
Here's Dynasty. Dynasty goes down in the backfield for a 6-yard loss.
The first sack of the game. Great job by the Lycans defense. And this is the first time where Atlanta's O-line let Brian Dynasty down. A combo tackle with Broken Sprawl and Garrett Hudson. Combo sack, actually. So they both get half a sack on there.
Yeah.
Wrong league, Ryan F.
I think that's the first sack we've had tonight, right?
Yes, it is.
Here's Dynasty, 3-yard step back, finds Fenimore. Gained most of that back. What was it, 2nd and 16? Picks up 14 yards.
Yeah. That nice sidearm kind of reminds you of that one quarterback that wears the red and gold that plays in Missouri. With the number 15. That's a nice pass.
Here's Hollywood. Short up the down. Tazzy Blackwell. Show your stuff, young lady. I mean,
about to say, challenge that.
Challenge by Atlanta.
I think he got the first down. They have to challenge it. If they don't succeed, they need to go for it.
Here's U11 underneath the boot. Taking a look at it here.
I need to see a different angle.
Yeah.
There we go. This is the angle. They might say no.
Yeah, they may give him forward progress. They play stands. Another timeout loss for Atlanta on challenges.
So now they actually have to go for it. If they don't, it's going to look kind of rough. Hey, Ryan F. Rest 62 is no longer here. It's now 11.
Yeah.
Just like I said in the prior game, Damon, new number, same foolishness.
But that one there could have went either way.
Sure could have.
It could have went either way.
I'm just surprised that they didn't go for it. I know they were deep in their own territory, but with just so little time left in the game, BDG surely could have gotten 1 yard.
Yeah, but Tazzy Blackwell has been playing such great defense.
Yep, Tazzy has.
That play could have been denied. So, we could say that was a smart move by Atlanta, but there's still a lot of time left here in this ballgame with 7:46 left. And Atlanta's defense has been stepping up, putting a grip on Logan Jack as of lately.
And great job by the defense pushing the old lineman right into Logan Jack, preventing Jack from making any type of breakout run. That's a good start for the defense for the Swarm.
LA at the 23-yard line. Out route to the top of the field is Jack Flash. Flash picks up 7 yards.
I like what Sultan LSCG said. We're going to honor R62 by replacing a ripped R62 banner in your stadium. Hey, you never know. We might get R62 back.
My apologies. That was a 5-yard pickup on that pass. Fullback goes in motion. And LA is basically trying to run this clock out. Hit and the flag by the Atlanta Swarm defense. Diamond Blackwell. From one Blackwell to the other side of the field. Both playing linebacker position. These Blackwells just don't know when to stop.
What's that old saying that Diamond Dallas players had? Self-high five. What a nice tackle for a loss. I was hoping that they're going to audible that run play to the opposite side because they just basically ran into a butt whooping.
Mm-hmm. LA punts it off to Atlanta. Boo Chisholm on the return. And Boo is brought down at the 41-yard line of Atlanta. Great field position to start this possession, should we say.
I got a question for you, Demond. I don't know if you can answer this, but I'm surprised that there's one Blackwell on a different team where LA has basically the whole family of Blackwells.
This Blackwell likes to stand out on his own.
I see.
One step drop it by Dynasty. Got him in. Boom, Chisholm dropped it. He saw 36 in his peripheral. TD Jake. And Boo said, I want no part of that. He took a shot anyway. Should have just caught it.
Like Commissioner said, Logan Jack got shut down in the second half. Well, TD Jack took offense to that and just feared somebody.
Strong out spread here. Here comes Chisholm in motion. Kyle Fenimore down to the bottom of the field. This leaves Siege Falco to the top all by himself.
Oh.
Dynasty rolls out across the middle. It's Kyle Fenimore with the first down.
Ray Ray's educated me. TD Jack is Logan Jack's wife. She brought the pain, but not enough. Didn't bring the pain on that play. Brian Dicey with the rollout to Fenimore.
Like
and these wide receivers, Demar, are coming up clutch in the second half.
22-yard pickup on that play, down to the 37-yard line. Nice pitch and catch by Dynasty to Fenimore. 2:45 on the day for the QB. High spread. Falco in motion to the slot. 5-step drop hit by Brian Dynasty. Dumps it off to Hollywood. Hollywood goes nowhere. Tackled and brought down at the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10. 5:33 left on the clock.
But great job by Mike Scott making sure that BDG didn't have any room to roam after that catch. Scott saw what happened, went after BDG right away. At least they gave him forward progress, not a loss.
Yeah, agree. Defense is playing zone motion. Zone defense as Chisholm goes in motion. A lot of time being wasted here. Dynasty dumps it off to Chisholm. Chisholm picks up the first down.
Nice dot. And I remember when we went up against Atlanta back in season 15, and Brian Dynasty in the second half became a legend in that game and led Atlanta to a win over my Vultures to start the season 15. He's trying to duplicate that right now, trailing by 10.
12-yard pickup on the play there. Another rollout here by Dynasty. Dynasty goes to the air. Nice jump and grab by Kyle Fenimore. Atlanta is not giving up. They're trying to shorten the margin of victory here in LA.
Right now, that rollout has been a great option for the Swarm. And I remember when we were working together in the past, you had this phrase, "Mama, I see a grown man fly." And that's what these receivers for Atlanta Swarm has been doing in the second half.
You are bringing up a lot of old references. I'm going to have to keep you around. 17-yard pickup from Dynasty to Fenimore. Here's BDG Hollywood sweeping right, crosses the goal line for the first time today by the Hall of Famer.
So Hollywood went to Hollywood Boulevard. I was waiting for you to say that, Damon.
Yeah, he's down. He's down. He got to be winning. Now, he don't have to be winning, but.
But, man, that's what they did. Probably BDG's best run of the day, which is very shocking to say, knowing how good the Hall of Famer is. But, hey, Atlanta doesn't care. They'll get the win however they can. And now the deficit could potentially be 3 with 4:07 left. The problem is with Atlanta, they lost a timeout. So that they're going to need to make their defense. The defense is going to need to make plays in this next possession.
Yeah, you did take the words right out of my mouth. That probably was his best run of the day. His longest run of the day was 8 yards before that run. That tied his longest. Actually, that was his longest of 8 yards on the day. Picks up for a touchdown there on that run for BDG Hollywood. And here's Durakis and Inglis. He's tackled and brought down at the 29.
I remember when I first got into this league, I wanted to be a returner just to be able to have the option to make an impact like Iniguez have been so far in this game for the Lycans. He should be basically a lock to be their kick returner and punt returner this season.
He's been getting them pretty good field position. I mean, every time he's returning the ball, he's averaging out around to about the 30 or the 29-yard line.
And with progression, you can only get better.
Here's Richardson. He's decided to air out one-handed grab by Jake Napier. Can you say a double-decker on the day?
Napier, just like Utah, give him two. Climb that ladder. Wait a minute. What's the Scorpion fan doing in here? Anyway.
Hey,
they just like in the NFL.
The Scorpion owner and the Swarm owner are best friends. I guess
that's true.
Traveling to show support. The fan is showing support somewhere or another.
But Jack Napier just clowned the Lycans offense there with that great one-handed catch.
34-yard line, 1st and 10. Here for Dynasty. Handoff, BDG. Oh, Boo Chisholm this time. Boo's going to pick up 2 yards down to the 32.
Let's get a scoring update from the Vancouver, Carolina game with Vancouver now leading 17-14 with 5:20 left in the game.
I'm going to have to watch that game tomorrow. So I'm most definitely watching your game tonight. Split back formation here. Handoff here to Hollywood. Hollywood picks up 3 yards on the carry. 3rd and 5 now with 3:25 left on the clock.
Hollywood got 5 yards. And DeMont, a game that looked like it was going to be one-sided at the end of the first half, became an interesting game as the Swarm's defense adjusted and the offense is, they heat up and catch fire like you like to say.
Yeah, here's Dynasty on a rollout. Dynasty sees Falco right across the middle of the field down to the 15-yard line. This will be a 14-yard gain there.
And I have to say it again. Roll out, and then sees Falco just push away the poor defender, number 36. Miss TD Jack, the wife of Logan Jack, on that great play and got himself open, made a great catch like they've been doing this entire second half.
Defense has fallen asleep here for LA in the fourth quarter. Boo Chisholm with the toss. Simple Boo Chisholm down to the 1-yard line. Oh my goodness. Tazi Blackwell saves a touchdown, but Boo Chisholm was the star of the play.
Boo Chisholm is now the ultimate back. Debo Samuel, like you mentioned earlier, sending people to the shadow realm with a stiff arm, refusing to go down. That was a great run. Chosen saying Boo Jackson. Hey, maybe.
Is that a reference of Bo Jackson?
Yeah, I said Boo, didn't I? Yeah, that's a Bo Jackson reference. I had to say Boo, but yeah, I should have said Bo Jackson there.
Dynasty rolls out.
Run it.
Oh, nobody's open.
Oh, he should have ran it.
Yeah, he should have ran it. I agree with you. He should have ran the ball. He forced that one to the tight end. Why not Arrowlet?
I know he probably want to get his tight end some love, but go ahead and score that touchdown. That was all you, Brian Dynasty.
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, I don't think Dynasty has a touchdown pass today. Let me take a look here.
Yeah, Siege.
Yeah, he has one. Hand off here to Hollywood. Hollywood stopped in the backfield.
And not in the prior possession, but the 2 possessions ago, we saw the Lycans defense prevent BDG Hollywood from scoring. Can they do that again here on this 3rd and goal?
3rd and goal, as you just mentioned. 2:08 on the clock. Hollywood right up the middle.
There we go.
Oh, over the goal line for the touchdown as he crosses Hollywood Boulevard.
And we saw another grown man fly. And that's one of the new things we're going to see in this league. Running backs just going up and over like they're Walter Payton. BDG was doing it, I think, in yesterday's game, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, he did.
Hate to bring up old wounds. Sorry about that, brother.
Oh, no, you're good. Josh Slapp made a nice animation like that as well. The Hall of Famer just got his star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame there.
We got to talk to these holders, Damon. They keep putting the laces towards us. They're going to destroy the toes, man.
It sure is. Not only that, the ball is going to be flopped. It's going to be hit. The kicker's going to hit the laces, and the ball's going to go right or left. Ken L.A. counter. Here is Iniguez down to the 30. And this is what we've been mentioning about him. He's been outstanding in the return game all day long. This time to the 31. Last kick return was for the 29-yard line.
Now, there's plenty of time left for LA.
That it is.
We need to find out how much Logan Jack has left in the tank. Yes, they're trailing by 4. We're about to hit the 2-minute warning, but he needs to get the ball. But again, as the commissioner mentioned it in our chat, the Swarm's defense has done a great job shutting them down here in the second half.
Yes, they have. Absolutely. Sully Richards underneath the center. Sully only 103 yards passing on the day. 10 completions on 20 attempts. There's Richardson. Got his guy right down the middle of the field. Is Chris Lee. And that's going to be the 2-minute warning. You're watching the Simulation Football League presented by APM Music here on the SFL YouTube network. It's going to be brought down, looks like at the 46, 47-yard line. Could be a 15, 16-yard pickup, determining on the spot.
And Damon, just like Swole said, LA will fight to the end. They have the lead right. I'm sorry, Atlanta will fight to the end. They have the lead right now. Can their defense make another great stop here?
Twins down to the bottom of the field. Here's Logan Jack. Logan Jack goes nowhere. Tackled and brought down by Jay Miraculous, the cornerback.
And if anybody sees a running back jump behind the line of scrimmage, that opposing team should be happy because a punishing hit should be coming shortly after.
Mm-hmm. Here's Sully Richardson, 5-step drop back, turns his back. That pass is overthrown his receiver. He's talking to the lineman. What happened there? You missed your assignment?
I'm not used to seeing QBs wearing gloves on both hands. I'm usually at least seeing a glove on one hand, not on both. I think Tom Brady actually did that. So maybe Sully's channeling his inner Tom Brady.
Yeah, or Teddy Bridgewater. Teddy Bridgewater wore them on both hands.
That's true.
Yeah, I'm not sure if you remember when he like his coming out of Louisville, his pro day, he threw the ball without a glove on, and he threw it his entire collegiate career. He had a glove on, and decides to go and throw in his pro day without a glove on, and had a bad pro day, you know. And then I think his first start, he had a glove off. They told him, man, put that glove back on. Then he started playing pretty well afterwards, you know.
Well, Sully wants to channel anybody right now, even his best self, see if they can convert this 4th down, or it could be game over.
Yeah. Motion to the inside. Here's Jack Flash, handoff here to Logan. Oh, what was that?
Play action.
Play action? I got fooled. I thought it was a handoff. That play action was so smooth. I was so fooled that I almost thought it was a flea flick.
Hey, we could potentially see that later on in the season, but what a dot. A great job by Chris Lee making sure that Moose Papno wasn't going to come away with that pick.
Mm-hmm. And this is down to Atlanta's side of the field. At Atlanta's 34. And that was a 20-yard pickup on the last play.
Ooh.
It's Logan Jack. Jack picks up 2 yards.
Logan Jack got jacked up by that linebacker. What a hit. Yeah, time's running out. They got to move.
They sure do. Here's Richardson, 5-step drop, overthrows his receiver intended for LZ Pryor.
Another big third down coming up for the Lycans. 38 seconds left. It must be a touchdown or nothing.
Yep, Fugo is not going to win here. 3rd and 8, 38 seconds left on the clock. Richardson intercepted by Cree Higgins to the 40. And this is probably going to seal the game here. 30 seconds left, and Atlanta's going to win this one.
Wow, what a comeback. Atlanta does not care that they have to play back-to-back games in less than 24 hours. They came to play. Yesterday's game was all about BDG Hollywood. Today's game, it was the defense coming up clutch. Especially with that interception by Cree Higgins, and then Brian Dynasty doing what he did earlier in his career, leading his team to victory on the final drive. Now, we're about to see the best formation. Well, wait a minute, not yet. Sorry, take it back.
They're going to run it here because LA still has all 3 timeouts. Here's BDG. There's going to be a timeout there by LA.
Mm-hmm. Now, one of the things about this new graphics is that we won't really know how many timeouts they have left. Thankfully, Damon, you've been paying attention.
Yeah. We'll go I formation here again. 4-3 defense. Toss here to BDG. BDG gets some nice blocking, but Rochelle Colston comes up and makes a tackle right at the line of scrimmage. Ray head cracker. She would light you up.
Now, here's the thing. If LA has one more timeout, if they stop Atlanta here, they have a chance. I may have spoken prematurely here. We'll find out.
They're going to go Hail Mary? If I'm not mistaken, it should be probably about 24 seconds left on the clock.
Yes,
Let me head up here to Hollywood. Oh, look, we're on the 20, and it's going to run now down to 14, 13 seconds.
Ooh, if I'm LA.
There's 15 seconds on the clock there.
What they need to do right now, see if they can get a monster return here, and then Hail Mary. We'll see what happens. No more timeouts for the Lycans. On return it.
If you're the defense, you go prevent here, right, T-Roy?
You better. You better. Now, myself and a couple members of the chat, we're all saying GG's. This is LA's game. However, with 7 seconds left, this is the SFL. Anything can happen. And it's not prevent at all.
Yeah.
Ooh, I like the mesh up the bottom.
Richardson on a 7-step drive.
Oh, here we go.
Deep one-handed catch. It's LZ Pryor. No more timeouts, and there it is, the end of the game. Zeros across the board. Atlanta scraped their way back and steal this game from LA. An outstanding performance from Logan Jack in the first half, and comes up, should we say, basically nowhere to be found in the second half. Atlanta's defense basically stepped up. Bryant Dynasty had himself a day at the office. 295, 1 touchdown. BDG Hollywood was all last night by himself, and Brian Dynasty put on the show, all three, well, not all three, three receivers for Atlanta had over 80 yards receiving.
Come on, let's talk about one thing. Logan Jack had a great first half, a half that any running back will take for a game. And then, unfortunately, still come away with a loss. The LA's offense got completely shut out in the second half. Great job by the Swarm making the adjustments, coming away with 3 interceptions with Jack Napier getting two of them. And then Creed Higgins finishing them off. What a great job by the Swarm making the adjustments and finishing the preseason undefeated 2-0.
Now, how important were those 2 interceptions from Jack Napier?
Very important. It changed the game. That was a game changer. So, Damon, who will get the player of the game? Because we no longer get that anymore. So, who you decide will be the player of the game, sir?
I would most definitely have to either say Jack Napier or Brian Dynasty. What has to get it from me? That's tough. I would go Jack Napier.
I'll go with Jack Napier too. That was the game changer.
Yeah, his defense performance was outstanding. Yeah, that's my vote. Well, hey everybody, thank you all for joining this SFL preseason matchup with us. Atlanta versus LA. The regular season starts off next week with a bang, and the convention is next week as well in Cincinnati, Ohio. For everyone who's going, guys, make sure you have fun. Enjoy the company of everyone. I mean, get to meet everyone who's there with the SFL. Shake hands, take pictures. Unfortunately, I won't be there. I've been to all of them except this one. I'm sorry, Cincinnati. I owe you one. But hey, everybody, T-Roy Games, that's all I have to say. You have anything you want to say, sir? I
said thank you for everybody for tuning in. Please stay tuned for more preseason action coming up. I had to go back to Baltimore.
I was your SFL play-by-play commentator today, Damon Simeon. My side partner, T-Roy Games, SFL Commissioner. If you have anything to say, go ahead and do so. If not, it's all yours. See you when we see you. Peace!